Kenneth G. Hasty Raw in 3, 2, 1.
Hi everybody, Kenneth G. Hasty here again in my series of free videos for business owners and salespeople to help you get more sales and be more successful. My way of giving back from all of my years of successful selling, sales management, etc. So let's get started. Today we're talking about selling through dealers, or maybe selling through distributors, but basically selling to the person who is not the end user. And that can be kind of a challenge, right? Because you've got your baby, you got your product, and now somebody else is going to sell it for you. So that's nice. I remember I had some products early on, and there was a huge distributor that had a big, thick catalog. And man, they got my product now. I'm going to be rich. This is going to be great. Well, the reality is it got buried in hundreds of pages of catalog and wasn't moving that well. And I learned that I had to go motivate their salespeople to sell my product because I had so many choices. And this is true with any dealer or any distributor. Chances are they're not exclusive just to you. So chances are they're going to be selling whatever they think they want to sell that day, whatever they feel good about selling or making the most on or whatever. So you have to look at two things. One, the dealer is your customer. So you've got to make the dealer look good. You've got to reinforce the dealer. You've got to sell to the dealer. You've got to make sure, don't just assume because they're a dealer or distributor that they're all sold on your product. You've got to make sure that you're in their face, that they think of you every day if possible. And so one of the ways to do that is to co-travel. I like co-traveling with my dealers and distributor reps. And I get out there, so in between appointments or while we're driving, I was selling them on all the wonderful things about our company and our product so that they would, be more and more comfortable about it and remember it and hopefully be excited about selling it. So then when we get in front of the end user, so their customer, my job is there to reinforce, but sometimes the dealer rep wants you to sell and show them how you do it. But the best thing you can do is let the dealer rep sell and then do a debrief when you get back in the car, or bail him out if he really screws it up or she really screws it up afterwards. You can talk about, well, let me clarify that. And what they meant was da-da-da. But one thing you can do, the best thing you can do is not go in and talk about how wonderful your company is. What's really good is get their dealer rep to tell how wonderful your company is and why they choose to use you and your company. By the same token, if the dealer rep says, well, our dealership's the best in the world, yada, yada, blah, blah, it comes along with a lot more authority if me as the company comes in and says, we've chosen this dealer and Joe here because we feel that they're the very best at this, and here's why. Now all of a sudden it's not him trying to say how great he is, it's the company saying how great he is. And when he's saying how great the company is and why they like to use our products, that carries a lot more weight. So try that if you're working with dealer or distributor reps. Now, once I got out of selling through dealers, and well, I've sold through dealers many times, traveled with the reps, and a lot of them became friends or friends today. But I use the same philosophy when I started selling dental implants. For years, I was a dental implant salesperson. I helped pioneer them in North America, as a matter of fact. And so anyway, long story short is a lot of times the patients are skeptical. They don't know much about dental implants. So even if the dentist has the patient in the chair, especially when they were newer and people didn't quite know as much about them, is they would say, well, you're going to need a dental implant. And the patient will be like, I don't know, man. I say, I don't. Yeah. So I started volunteering. I said, let me do this to people that I just sold systems to or good customers. I said, let's do patient seminars, everything you wanted to know about dental implants, and serve some pizza or whatever. And I'll go up and I'll talk. And I did. I explained the process and how they worked and why they worked and why the doctor was using our company because it was the best, of course. And then I would reinforce as the company that why we like working with this doctor, because we find him to be very good and very caring for patients, et cetera, to basically do a good job. And then who comes to informational things about, say, dental implants? Probably people that are interested in getting dental implants. So we'd arrange like a free consultation. They come in like the next day, or even sometimes they look at them right then. Long story short, we're very successful getting new patients, what then got me more sales because they needed my stuff. So the more patients we got, the more of my stuff they used, the more it bonded the doctor to me, the more value I was as a resource. Same thing when you're working with dealers and distributors. You need to be the go-to person. You need to be the resource. So basically, if you're selling to somebody who's not the end user, then make sure that you're reinforcing them to the end user if you can, and selling them on everything because they are your customer, but they're also your representative. So don't be afraid to call and stay on them just like you would if it was a salesperson that worked for you directly. So that's what I've got for today. So Kenneth G. Hasty at kennethghasty.com, kennethghasty@gmail.com if you want to send me a note. And my book is 77 Seconds to Sales Success. So thanks, everybody. Kenneth G. Hasty signing out, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.